evening, everybody. This is the end of week 4 of our daily brick limit challenge for January 2021, and it has been quite a ride. In just a second here, we'll have Brickanista joining us, and basically, the point of our last update for this month is just to tell you what's next, tell you what to expect. We're going to announce the date of our official prize drawing for this month, and then announce what some of our next challenges are going to be coming up here in the coming weeks. So, hello. Thank you for joining Rick Brickham. It's been quite a month. It's been exciting to see what everyone has put out, and today was sort of this grand finale, our day 31 of 31 bricks. What can you come up with? And as I've gone through and counted up all of the builds that have come out from each day, it's crazy to see that I think the later days of the challenge have become more difficult than we all originally anticipated. And it's been interesting to see how different people have approached the challenges of day 31 as opposed to some of the other days of the challenge. So, but again, thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for some updates about what comes next. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
You didn't want to see my boxes, did you?
Just a little bit, just a sneak peek.
Yeah, it just goes back to last time my phone was sitting on my laptop. That's why you had a gray screen.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
Here we are.
Welcome,
Hey.
Steinman Zachary.
Hey, Steinman Zachary. How's it going?
Happy 31st, everybody.
I know. Happy 31st. I'm trying to get this to sit properly.
Welcome, Lego Goblin. We're glad that you're here. Thank you for tuning in.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying the 31st. You made it. You made it through the month.
Welcome, Have Studs Will Travel.
Yes, I know. Double thumbs up to you too, Steinman Zachary. I know that. I know the first time that we did this back in August, that it was, right towards the end of the month, or I should say a week out. I think a week ago, it was kind of like 7 more days, 6 more days, 5 more days. And sometimes you feel like you don't have an idea, and then you just start pulling bricks together. And I found that like one of my, reflecting back on the month, one of my best things that came out of this was Earl Grey, the steampunk seal.
Yes, another character.
I got another character from this month's build, and also I got to work on my photo skills or my Photoshop skills as well. Yeah, Hef Studs Will Travel. Thank you for the applause. I think that, and I loved him so much, I had to put him in 2 builds, right? I said, I did 2 back-to-back builds with Earl Grey, the steampunk seal. And that was fun too, because I did that on one of my streams. And as I was building it, for example, the seal, I was trying to decide whether to go with gray or with brown. And then when I put the teapot on the boat, then everybody says, you have to go with gray. It's Earl Grey.
Yeah.
It was just, it all melded together. It was so much fun.
All the bricks fit into place.
Yeah, the bricks fit into place. And I didn't know a lot about steampunk either. And that people were telling me it's Victorian and it's technology and it's also British. So when I put the teapot on the front, they said, oh, that's perfect. And I said, oh, okay.
Also, not to mention the steam from the teapot sort of adds to the steampunk nature of everything.
Yeah, it's just been so much fun. And oh, Viva Lego! Welcome
Viva Lego. Welcome Bricks Miscellany as well.
Bricks Miscellany, and also just a shout out to those of you, several of you did your January 31st build as a thank you to us. And that was just great. So sweet. That was so sweet and so nice of you. And I know that when we first started this journey back in August, it was 3 of us who were working on the challenge. And then we decided to reboot it in January, and just look at where it's come. So thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, we should be thanking you.
Yes,
that
yes,
you
and we do
this for the entire month. Yeah.
One of the things that we're going to be doing on our
giveaway stream, which we'll make an announcement about here in just a second, but is recapping some of the cool statistics that we've noticed going through this. And for some of you that are watching today, you made it through the entire month from 1 to 31 without skipping a single beat. And that's been really cool to see. So we're going to keep track of, how many people actually completed every single day of the challenge, what day of the challenge had the most builds, which day of the challenge had the least builds, and sort of just doing a challenge at a glance look at some of the statistics before we spin the wheel 3 times and find out who's going to be our 3 lucky winners. So on that note, our official stream for our prize drawing is going to be this coming Saturday, February 6th. So we're going to take this week to make sure we got all of our statistics shored up so that nobody gets left out and that we can share as many fun stacks as we possibly can. But then we want everybody to tune in to that live stream to watch us spin the great wheel live.
The virtual wheel.
Yes,
because
the virtual
we won't be
wheel.
like actually,
man.
pulling down the wheel.
Wheel of Legos.
Yeah, and thank you, Rick Brickham and Viva Lego, for those nice comments too. That everybody's thanking us, but it really has been all of us together. That we all started this journey January 1st, and we threw out the prizes just because we knew back in August that there wasn't a lot of interest, but we've been hearing from everybody that they did it. Many of you did it not for the prizes. You did it because you just had fun and it encouraged you to go back and rebuild with Lego again. So just wanted to thank you all for participating, because I know that both Joriel Builds and I have just been blown away by the responses that people have had on this journey for this last month. So thank you.
Really quick, hello Aubrey Coe, welcome and thanks for joining in.
Aubrey,
you tuned in just in time because we've done all of our weekly update streams here on IGTV and Instagram Live. However, our prize drawing live stream is going to be a little bit different. So I was going to have Brickanista talk to you guys a little bit about what to expect for our final live stream for this month's challenge.
Okay, so thanks everybody. Because we want to be able to show some slides, because we can't really do that here in Instagram, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a Zoom channel and then stream that to YouTube. So what we'll do is we'll go to my YouTube channel, and then you'll be able to text us back on YouTube, and then we'll be able to share our slides about all the statistics and everything that's going on there. And we will make the announcement and all of the additions. And if we're lucky, if things, fingers crossed, because I'm doing it in Zoom, if the prize winners are available and if they're willing to be on camera, then we can actually have them come on to the Zoom channel, and it'll all be streaming at the same time. And then we can ask them, so, what was the best part of what you did on the challenge, and congratulations, and do all that. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, but no promises. At least we can definitely do the streaming of Joriel Builds and I, and a slide deck. So we're looking at putting together a couple of slide decks of the statistics about what happened. Oh, hey, Remy at Vernus Workshop. Yeah, and the prizes, like I said, I have 2 of the prizes here, and then also Joriel Builds has another prize. And then, if people are willing to be on camera, what I can do is I can send you an email, or you send me an email, and then I'll send you the Zoom link, and then you can come in on the Zoom channel. We say, hey, congratulations, you won.
That's why we want to get as many people watching as possible, so that in case somebody who wins one of the prizes is watching, we can get them onto the Zoom call, pretty quickly. Welcome Luigi's Mustache and Cornado and Lego Coffee, who I saw joined earlier. We will obviously share the names of the winners on Instagram and reach out to those people's Instagram accounts if they are not able to watch our live stream that will be premiering on YouTube with the Zoom call. Welcome, Floofy. Glad you're here.
Floofy.
But we will be premiering it through YouTube with our Zoom channel. All right. So definitely keep an eye on the @DailyBrickLimited account, because we'll post. Well, obviously we want to celebrate the 3 winners there, and we'll be getting in touch with the 3 winners by DM on Instagram. But again, especially if you just joined in the last 30 seconds, our prize drawing live stream is going to be on Brickanista's YouTube channel while we premiere a live stream that we do on Zoom, the two of us. And we want to get as many people watching it as we can so that hopefully the 3 prize winners can be tuned in and join us on the Zoom call.
Yeah,
so
if you're willing to, because if you don't want your face on camera, you can also come into the Zoom without your camera on so that at least we could talk with you. But if you do agree, then essentially you're agreeing to let us use your voice and your face to be on the Zoom call. But if you prefer not to, if you're shy and you just want to just say, I'll take my prize and I'll send you text, I mean, that's fine too. We don't want you to feel obligated. And also, if any of the children win, we also want to make sure one of the parents is there. In fact, it might even be better if one of the kids win, we'll just have to send you the prize, because I know there's FCC rules and things that we have to be concerned about. But we are tracking everybody, so don't worry. I know that some people have been building as a family, and some people have been building as individual children that are part of this one account. So don't worry, we're tracking all of you. And if you did do 10 builds individually, then each of you qualified. So thank you for that.
Welcome, Brick Huntress. Welcome, Chief Brick Geek.
Yes.
Floofy asks what time?
Saturday, right?
Saturday.
And, well,
we'll post an announcement on Instagram about what time it happens.
I will tell you this Saturday I have 2 meetings. So I have to go to a Tricky Lug meeting in the morning from 10 to 12. And then I have a C-Lug meeting from 1 to 3. So my guess is it's going to be roughly, I don't know, roughly this time, 6 p.m. In fact, we probably could safely say, I don't know if you're free at that time, Joriel Builds, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, would probably be the time that we'll do this.
Welcome, Angel Javier,
hey,
3828.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Aubrey.
Let's say same Lego,
awesome.
same brick time, different brick channel. Because we'll be doing it at this time of night, but it'll be on Brickanista's YouTube account. So if you don't follow Brickanista on YouTube, please do. She posts lots of awesome stuff there, lots of awesome set builds and some original stuff that she does. So find her on YouTube, and that's where those results will be coming in. Because again, there's some things that we want to do with the prize giveaway that we can't really do with IGTV, Instagram Live. So,
well, what we could do though is we could stream concurrently. I think if you run the IGTV, for those people who may have missed this announcement, then you can point everybody to the YouTube channel at the same time. We'll talk through the logistics, but at least at the moment that we're going to be running this from my Brickanista channel on YouTube, and we'll do a Zoom account and then stream it live, and then that way we could do the slide deck and then bring on anybody who wants to. And if you guys want to do any testimonials too, I mean, that's something that I know we have a Daily Brick Limit Instagram account now. So if you have a testimonial that you'd like to share, then we could put that onto the Instagram account, you know, just as like an individual slide as a possibility. So I know that, oh my gosh, it's too good to be you joined, or it's too good to be me.
Thank you for tuning in.
How's it going, Zach? Yeah.
Speaking of the Daily Brick Limit account, that's where we're going to be continuing most of this stuff. We've been using our 2 accounts for this challenge, and we're going to continue to use these 2 accounts, but most of the upcoming challenges that we're going to be doing and most of the things that we're going to be running are going to be on the Brick Limit, the Daily Brick Limit Instagram account. So make sure you follow that, which sort of is going to segue us into what comes next for us, because it's been an amazing month, but it's also been a lot of bricks and a lot of builds and a lot of building. And this is not something that's going to be able to happen every single month, as much as we've loved it. But we also want to be able to shake things up, because we don't want people to get burnt out on their Lego or on this challenge. So every month we're going to try to take some different approaches to the way that we do this. And first up in February is going to be the first of what we're calling our hashtag holiday brick limit challenges, that we've added an extra layer two since the last time we did a weekly update stream.
Hey, Joseph and Koenig. Sorry, I can't pronounce your last name.
So what we're going to be doing in February is on the 12th, we want everybody to post some sort of 12 brick Lunar New Year build. And then that's the first part of next month's challenge. And then the 13th and 14th, we want you to do a sort of two-part Valentine's Day story. That's sort of like the 13th is like the excitement leading up to the Valentine's Day using 13 bricks. And then on the 14th, do a Valentine's Day scene using 14 bricks. And so in the absence of a full-blown month-long daily brick limit challenge, we're going to be doing these holiday brick limits where you make a scene from that holiday with the number of bricks is the day of that holiday. So that's going to be our starting place.
So we won't do like April Fool's Day, or maybe we will. Like one brick.
Oh, that would be
April
great.
Fool's Day.
That would be great. Here's my one brick, my one brick April Fool's Day build. I would love to see what people could do with that. Welcome, Monica Berry 55. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, hey, Monica, and hey, yeah, interesting. Yeah, so yeah, and the reason why Lunar New Year came up is I was working on the Spring Lantern Festival set, which I absolutely love. And I was looking it up. I said, when is Lunar New Year? And it's February 12th. So I reached out to Jorial Builds and I said, what do you think if we add one more day? So we'll have the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, a 3-day holiday brick limit challenge. The 12 bricks for Lunar New Year, 13 for preparing for Valentine's Day, and then 14 is Valentine's Day.
I like it, Rami. Yes, April Fool's build is a mega block. Yes.
A mega block.
So basically, starting tomorrow, you got 2 weeks to build a build for one or both of those holidays. And we'll post more information about that on the Daily Brick Limit account. But from now on, that's where, you know, Brickanista and I will be reposting the announcements about the challenges, but that's where most of our challenge announcements are going to take place. So we can sort of keep it focused there. So.
Right, that's the official account. So if you aren't following the official account, make sure you do that too, because it's been great. Thank you for posting and tagging us. That really helped to make sure that we could find you. And we're also in the next couple weeks going to catch up with giving you comments, because we've been so overwhelmed by the amount of builds that have come out of this that we've been trying so hard to try to give you comments, and we are going to go through and give as many comments as we can. So thank you so much for being flexible with regard to that. But we have been looking at your builds and it has just been mind-blowing. I especially appreciate the time that people have taken to do special photography, indoors and outdoors, some of the videos that you've been putting together, and also the jokes. I think that's been a lot of fun, is watching the jokes that have come through some of the builds too.
Yes, absolutely. It's been a pleasure this past 4 weeks. It's gone, you know, places we never even expected it to. We had welcome Brickworm. We've had over 100 participants and over 1,000 entries, which is insane. And while we're going back through and tabulating everything, I want to remind everybody while you're here to go back and double check a couple of things for us. Just make sure that you've tagged all of your builds that you've entered with the Daily Brick Limit hashtag, because we found a couple that didn't make it to us because it didn't have the hashtag in it. And make sure that you're following 2 of us so that we can stay in touch with you a little bit more easily, and so that you can keep up with updates and stuff like that. So just see if you can take care of those 2 things. Make sure that you've made it to 10 posts. Make sure that you've hashtagged them properly. And you know, there's still a little bit of time left today on the 31st. I saw some people that have already begun catching up on some of the builds that they've missed over the course of the month, which we've been absolutely fine with so far. But yeah, you know, come February 6th, that's our prize drawing, and we're going to be catching up with the statistics between now and then. So anything that doesn't get hashtagged or shared by that time, we're not going to really be able to see or include. So we want to make sure that everyone is encouraged to keep the hashtags up, to follow the 2 of us, and make sure that all your posts that you're catching up with get done in the next few days, and that way we can include as many people into the prize drawing as possible, because we don't. There are several people on our spreadsheet right now that are sitting at 9 builds, and I would hate for those people not to be
No,
included because they missed one.
it's
So
just one more build. You can do
yeah,
it. Yeah. And the other thing too, what might help us too, we've been talking about making sure you also tell us the country that you're building from. And if you want to put that maybe in your profile, that might be the easiest thing too, because that
yes,
way we don't have to look for a specific post as far as when you put the country in. And, you could just say US or England or Australia or, I might even have somebody from Poland post today. So then we would have another country that has been participating.
that would
But
make 8.
it's been fun. Yeah, it's been really fun just seeing all the different variety of builds. And I noticed too, people have been holding on to builds when they say, I've got my 28-piece build ready to go, and I can't wait to post it. And seeing that enthusiasm has been fun too.
Yeah, I've my Swaddle sub build that I made is the one that I've been sitting on since like the first or the second, like really, really early on in the month, and I've just been waiting for day 28 to hit because I've had it for that long. And I was like, I
Wow.
can either post this now, or I can count how many bricks it has, and if it's less than 31, I can post it on that day for the challenge. But between
Right.
now and then, I had used my Super Swaddle Baby Lego for a different thing, and I'd swapped out his Swaddle Baby clothes for the little like baby body, and then I lost the swaddle piece. So
No.
between them, so I've had to like come up with I've had to improvise some other way to make it look like he was wearing his little swaddle suit. So it was like I made it 28 days, and then the day of I couldn't find the rest of the piece for him. So, but oh well.
So Aubrey brings up a good point that we could put a question box in our
Yes,
stories and people can tell us the countries they're from. That's a great idea. In
we
fact,
did
that
that.
might even be a good way to even almost show like a pie chart or something.
We did
Yeah.
that once about halfway through the month, but I know that we've had several people join us since then. So I appreciate that reminder because we should absolutely put up another one between now and next Saturday so that we can
hmm
make sure everyone's represented. So
And
I'm
another thing
interested. Go
too.
ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say another thing that might be fun is of the 31 builds you did, what was your favorite? And maybe that would be a good kind of a topic for conversation if you still wanted to chat a little bit, before our next drawing is what was your favorite build of the month? And, have a discussion there. So maybe we'll do that as part of the stories too.
One thing I'd like to discuss right now while everyone's watching is what were some of your things that you did differently to achieve your double-digit builds, like your builds in the 20s and 30s, because I know that those were, for me, some of the more difficult ones. I know my build today, I originally I was going to do, several different pieces, and then I was like, I don't know if I have the pieces to do this, but instead I can put some minifigures into it and recoup some of my daily brick limit that way. So including minifigures in the build is definitely one of the strategies that I had to use as we got towards the end of the month. So I'm interested to see what other people have done differently at the end of the month compared to the beginning of the month.
Make it more than the 24-hour story so folks don't miss it. Yeah, it probably needs to be a highlight, is that maybe maybe as reminders, we could put in the highlights and make sure that people tell us what's your favorite build and what country are you from.
Also, we've used the story highlight feature on the Daily Brick Limit account to showcase the builds from each day. So make sure that you stop by and click through to see all of them for each day in one place. But we also, and going forward, in addition to the hashtag holiday brick limit that we'll be doing every so often, we're also going to be using that account to showcase a different participant of the challenge each week. Welcome, Brick Snaps. So be on the lookout for a message. If you participated, we want to be able to feature, 2 or 3 people every week on that channel, and maybe put your, keep sharing your creations and put them back out there for people to see again. So just stay tuned for a message, because if you took part, we want to be able to, you know, give your work some special attention just in case one of your builds got missed in the, you know, all-consuming flow of builds that came in on one given particular day. So
I still have to do my 31 piece challenge too.
I missed my 30-day
it.
challenge, so
I've done every day. I have done every day of the month, and I'm still thinking, when you were just mentioning about the minifigures, that another thing that some people did was, one was just collecting a bunch of minifigures and saying, these are my friends, right? Spending a day with my friends. So
yeah.
don't be surprised if that's what mine is that like some of the new minifigs that came out of this challenge. That might be kind of fun to do.
At this rate, me too. I had to spend the 30th catching up on the 29th, so then I ended up missing the 30th. So I might try to put something together before I go to bed here, but we'll see.
Have you done 10 though? If you've done 10, then you qualify.
If you if you've done 10, then you qualify. So
as you probably can guess, I'm taking my name out of the over 100 participants, just because, you know,
yes.
I think it would be kind of cheesy if we spun the wheel and then my name showed up as, hey, you get to win the Duke Kaboom, you know, set. It's like,
it's already
I can
here.
mail it to myself.
Yeah.
So.
You win the prize that I'm giving out, and I win one of the prizes you're giving out, and then we just send them to each other.
Like, you've won a prize, and you've won a prize, and I've won a prize.
So yeah, we're keeping our names and our builds in for the statistics of how many builds came out each month, but you know, we're the ones sending the prizes out here. So
yeah, we're not going to put our names in for the prizes, and I'll show them again since I have them close by. So we do have the Monty Mole set. So this is the Monty Mole Super Mario set. And this is the Duke Kaboom set that I was mentioning, the Duke Kaboom Stunt Show.
And then
somewhere in the mid-teens. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, and honestly, the first time we did this back in August, Brickworm, it was you and me and Brickanista and maybe a couple of other people. And I know I personally only did maybe about 12 or 13 builds. So, you know, I pushed myself to do all 31 this time around. But ironically, it was even more difficult to keep up with managing the rest of the challenge at the same time. So I'm hoping that I can go back and fill in that last day 30 build before the day is over today, so that I can say that I did all of the days. But you know, even when we first did this back in August, we didn't do every single day, and it's a lot to keep up with, ironically, because the whole point of starting it was me trying to find a way to slim down my build time every day when I went back to school in August, so that I wasn't overloading my planning time for my students in the afternoon with Lego building instead. And it's ended up being this whole, I'm not going to call it a time sink because it's been worth every second, but it's definitely taken a considerable amount of time and creativity, which is why we've really loved seeing everybody join in and share their imagination with us and their builds, because we know it's been a time commitment, and we're very honored and humbled that you decided to spend that time with us this month, because
and they want to stick with us for next month too, because Brick Snaps was just asking, he's late to the party and he wanted to know what's happening in February. So yes, we are doing some challenges in February, but not for the entire month. And that's the holiday brick limit. So the hashtag's a little different, holiday brick limit. And we're doing the 12th for Lunar New Year, the 13th for the day before Valentine's Day, and then the 14th is Valentine's Day. And you'll be proud of you if you don't do the 31st.
Even if we don't complete every single build, they're still proud. So, and we are still proud of everyone that has participated here. I know I saw somebody post today, and they might be watching right now, but they got to 9 builds and then paused for a while, and then they posted their 10th build today, which is why we really want everyone to, you know, between now and the 6th, make sure you get that 10th build out there, because we're going to be tabulating this week and getting ready for our prize drawing giveaway live stream on Saturday, February 6th. And we want to make sure that as many people who participated in this gets to be included in our prize wheel as possible. So
Absolutely. And just to reiterate, we're going to do that Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we will do that on my YouTube channel. And I will make sure that people know how to get there. And what we will do is we'll do that through Zoom. So Joriel Builds and I will be on Zoom. And then as we pull up the prize winners, that if you're available and you're willing to be on camera, then we'll bring you in on the Zoom call too, so we can chat with you and people can see you as well. Because I think that's the other thing that's been really fun is that people have been chatting with each other, but we haven't seen each other's faces. It's all been through text. So that's another element that Zoom will give us that opportunity to do. So yes, and welcome Brick Snaps. We're glad to have you here in February too.
Yep, we're going to try to do, and most of the months coming up focus on the hashtag holiday brick limit. Yep, exactly. So in February, come up with a Lunar New Year build in 12 bricks that you can post on the 12th. So you'll have 12 days for that challenge. And then come up with a preparing for Valentine's Day build that you can do in 13 bricks that you post on the 13th. And then a Valentine's Day build in 14 bricks that you post on the 14th. So that's going to basically be how these work going forward. Is Brickanista and I will talk going into each month about which holidays we want to feature, which I believe it's Miss Slowbrickta that's been doing the featured awareness day builds all month. Yes, that has been just such a joy to follow along with.
And she went back to do a 3-piece build because she didn't like what she had posted, or she hadn't come up with this idea. So she went back and reposted it, which was great. And I'm just going to say, I'm going to put it out there because I'm sure there's some Star Wars fans, but maybe for the month of May the 4th be with you.
A 4-brick Star Wars build for May.
4-brick Star Wars build. So
we're going to be,
maybe if we put the bug in your ear early, then that way you can think about it. But by the time May comes around. So.
Long story short, you'll have all 12 days. You don't have to just work on that build on the 12th, but you'll have, the entire time that month leading up until that day to post. And then we'll be posting updates on the Daily Brick Limit account about which holidays going into each month we're going to use for that month's holiday brick limit, and then just see what you can do on that day to come up with a holiday build based around that holiday with the same number of bricks as the day of that holiday. So I think it'll be fun and celebratory, and it'll just be a fun way to keep our community going, because that's, somebody said very earlier on in the stream, but that's been the true joy of all of this, has been getting to spread some more of that support and positivity that Lego Instagram is so good at doling out.
And Avernus Workshop was saying maybe you could have multiples of 4 for May the 4th be with you. And then Brickworm also mentioned Cinco de Mayo, which is the very next day. So we could easily do the 4th and the 5th in May as options. And if you have ideas too, I'm going to throw this out there. I've already told Joriel Builds, but March 16th is National Panda Day.
Yes, National Panda Day. Let's do it.
National Panda Day. And I'm already planning on my own to do some panda stuff. So I was thinking that would be kind of cool if we had all these people from around the world doing 16-piece builds about pandas.
Yes. So, break out your black and white bricks because it's time to panda it up.
It's pandemonium.
It is.
Pandemonium on March 16th. And then, of course, the 17th is St. Patrick's Day. So you can do black and white on the 16th and then green on the 17th in 16 pieces and 17 pieces, respectively.
Yes, and if you want to cross those streams a little bit, feel free. If you want to do St. Panda's Day and do a St. Patrick's Day Panda Day mashup.
Leprechaun as a panda.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Why not? While we're here and while you're here and we're able to interact, please ask us questions down below in the comments. If you have any questions about our prize giveaway, our prize drawing giveaway event that we're holding next Saturday, or about any of the holiday brick limits coming up, or about anything that we did this past month, this is our chance for us all to get to communicate in person, and we love the opportunity to actually get to interact with you guys. So.
Absolutely. And I want to do a shout out to Brickworm too, because Brickworm was also part of this journey back in August as well. And it's been interesting just to, and her sister is Ms. Slobrichta, who's been participating as well. So people have been bringing in their friends and their family to participate in this. And I think everything has been so much fun to see everybody get involved. So thank you also, Brickworm, for your participation in all this. And Aubrey was saying her daughter's birthday. Is that right? Did I read that right? Your youngest daughter and
the
your
17th.
dog's birthday.
That's great. Welcome, Victoria. Thank you for tuning in. We're glad that you're here. Also, Floozy had the suggestion April 22nd is Earth Day and your birthday.
Great. Great idea.
Let's start writing these down. April 22nd, Earth Day.
Yeah. And this is great too. If you have ideas like this that you want to get back with us, I think that going back to use Instagram to DM us as well, that you can say, hey, I've got this great idea. Would you consider this for this month? Because, you know, we're coming up with ideas, but we also want this to be a community thing. And I don't know if people want to have a Discord channel to talk as well. I know we have a lot of kids here though, and Discord doesn't allow people under 13. So we'll try to think about other ways that we can have the community chat together as well. So we're just excited that all of you have been so enthusiastic and so supportive too. It's so great to see all the great stories and the positivity that's come out of this, especially at the start of this year. We needed all the positivity that we could get.
Yes. So
Hi, Victoria.
We're glad that everyone's joined in, and it's been a joy, and it felt a little bit like Christmas this morning, waking up and it being the 31st and being like, all right, it's time to see what everyone did for their final build of the month. Welcome, 86 Gramos. We're glad that you're here.
Yes, 86 Gramos.
We're starting to wrap things up here, but we really just wanted to let everybody know what was coming up next, what day our prize giveaway drawing is going to be on. It's going to be at the same time right now. So whenever you're watching right now, we started at 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific, and we'll be on Brickanista's YouTube channel on Saturday this coming weekend, Saturday, February 6th.
Saturday the 6th. And I think it's also AFOL Day. So for those of you who are VIPs of Lego and belong to a Lego user group, that's another reason why I think if we schedule it for later in the day, it would probably be best, because people are going to be scrambling.
I had no idea it was AFOL Day. That's so cool.
Which is perfect, right? Which is perfect to make our announcement on AFOL Day. For those of you who don't know what AFOL is, adult fan of Lego, but we know we have kids here too. But it's a day that's celebrated four times a year, I think. 37 minutes ago. Uh-oh, what happened 37 minutes ago?
When we started?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, this past week, we went past the birthday of the brick itself.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
what was it,
cool.
The 28th, I think? Was the Lego International Day, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it was the 28th or the 29th, one of those 2 days.
The birthday of, I think, the patent of the original 2x4 Lego brick. So
the 2x4 red Lego brick. And if you ever put together sets, most of the designers will put a 2x4 Lego brick as an homage to the start of that. So kids are pre-AFOLs. Okay.
Yeah, an AFOL to be.
Floofy. That's true. Yeah. I think we should just call it FOL Day. Fans of Lego Day.
Yeah. FOL. FAO Schwartz. Something.
Or we could call it April Fool's Day.
Yes. I love
April
it.
Fool's Day. Another term for AFOL, right?
Yes.
That we can all celebrate on April 1st for
a one brick April Fool's Day build.
Yeah. That's right.
If you have, I don't know what buttons they have, send an emoji in the comments or something, or hit the heart button. Massive thank you to Brickanista for starting this up again, for approaching me about doing this again, and for being the first person to put up some prizes to make this something really awesome and special for a few lucky people for this. So please send Brickanista some love in the comments and with the buttons, because it means so much that you got this started. Yeah, but you brought it back to do it part 2 again, and it's become something amazing. So we're grateful that you all have been here, but I also want to give Brickanista a special shout out. So
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I think this goes back to, I think for those of you who don't know how Joriel Builds and I met, is that we met through the Tricky Bricks stream, which is Richard Board and Flynn DeMarco, who were part of the Lego Masters USA. And they meet on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays on YouTube. And then we were part of what's called Tricky Lug. And then I started building these Super Sewer Baby builds. And he's actually one of the people who encouraged me early on, because him and Shane Levan, I showed up on one of their Instagram streams and I said, you know, I'm not sure if I should keep doing this Super Sewer Baby thing. And they said, are you kidding? We look forward to it. It's like Logan Cookie time. It's like, we want to know what's happening to Super Sewer Baby. And
Yeah, we can't. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was just going to say that I think between that and also your music, that you kept, you know, giving music to the characters. And that was just like, you know, I'm so glad that you and other people really love the characters that I've come up with. And now I have a new one.
Yes.
Earl
yes.
Grey.
I hope that everybody found something in their daily brick builds that they love, something that's new to them, something that either a character or a technique that they want to bring with them into the future of their Lego hobby. Yeah, we'd be remiss not to give a shout out to Tricky Lug before, you know, this stream ended, because that's what got us back into building again, and got us connected and really created a community, one of the first communities that I've really been a part of on Instagram here. So we owe them a lot for getting us started on this, and we're just so excited that so many of you have joined in with us on this new adventure. So
exactly.
thank you.
And thank you, Rick Brickham. Thanks. See you later. Avernus Workshop, thank you too. I know Remy, you've been involved from the very beginning, and Brickworm, of course. Brickworm's a really good friend of mine, and so she and I have been talking about different things over the months that we've been doing all of these challenges and such. And part 3 is February, so we are this. I guess we call this part 3.
Yeah, I think Brickworm was saying that we did a small one in October, but I'll be perfectly honest, I can't remember what that was. That may not have been something that I had anything to do with. I don't remember doing a brick limit in October, but we might have done something smaller.
I think that was you, Brickworm. I think it was just you, because I looked at the stats. So if you go look at Daily Brick Limit, you'll see in August it was the 3 of us, and I think Brickworm did a few in October. So I think that
Brickworm, you were one of our original participants that got this going off of the ground the first time with us. So we can't overlook that. Also, Brick Limit Woodstock. Yes, that was great.
Have Studs Will Travel. Definitely, the Brick Limit Woodstock is one of the characters that came out. And also, you showed us too another way to use Studio, because I think most people use Studio to have all their bricks together in a composite consolidated photo, and you showed little Woodstock like flying through the air, which I think was a great way to use Studio too. So yeah, thank you so much for the Brick Limit Woodstock Studio builds. Awesome.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We'll post updates about the live stream, the prize giveaway live stream, and about our upcoming challenges on the Daily Brick Limit Instagram account. But until then, just keep an eye on your DMs if we have anything to reach out to you about, and keep building, because it's been a pleasure, and we want to keep our community, our new community, going here. So thanks for tuning in tonight and for joining us for the ride the whole month here.
We will see you Saturday and on my YouTube channel, and for the lucky winners, that if you want to come on Zoom, then we'll send you the Zoom link, and then you can communicate with us and say hello to everybody as well. So thank you so much. We love you guys. Thank you. You did it. You made it through January 31st.
We did it all together. Thank you. Have a good time. Take care of yourselves. Play well. Bye. And we'll see you in February. So take care.
Take care. Bye.
There we go. All right. Bye.